So today, we're going to go and get a bad EZA video out on INT God Goku as well as the AGL God Goku. So let's go and just jump straight into it. So let's start with AGL God Goku. What is the issue with this guy is the fact that he is just strictly all offense. Now, this guy could be an amazing option for off-meta content. I mean, if you guys take a look at all these EZAs, all these guys are amazing options in off-meta content. Well, except Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I'm playing. But the issue is with this guy is the fact that he is pretty much centered around all offense. And as you guys know, we're in a defensive-oriented meta, blah, blah, blah. Now, certainly, there are some good things about this card. I would say the good things about this card is the fact that he does get an attack and defensive buff on his passive when he's doing a super attack. He is greatly stacking attacks, so he can hit quite hard at the end of some of these off-meta content events, like LGE, for example. And he also builds up an attack and defensive buff for each attack performed, as well as him building up crit chance. Of course, this guy could be a second option as an offensive unit on your team, but the thing is that if you've been playing for a good amount of time, this guy doesn't really make any sense to run. Same goes with this guy. He pretty much shares the same issue. He's just an offensive unit. It's like he starts out with 180% attack and defense. He has a 50% chance to launch 2 additionals so when your HP is 50% or more. He also builds up 20% attack and defense up to 100% attack and defense each attack performs, which is nice because, of course, he has that 50% chance to launch 2 additionals, which will coincide well with his 20% attack and defense up to 100% attack and defense build up. And of course, he's effective against all types when he does 3 attacks in battle, which I would argue is pretty worthless on him. Dokkan could have slapped a 50% chance to dodge on him, and Dokkan could have slapped like 40% damage reduction on him. And on the topic of that, I feel as if though, and this guy's EZA is not bad. I'm not saying his EZA is bad in any regard, but I feel as if though Dokkan could have easily made this 40% damage reduction, just unrestricted. Why not? They could have made it 40% damage reduction unrestricted, or they could have just made it a 40% damage reduction when you have a Realm of Gods category ally attack at the same time. I just don't see why not. And the reason why I say that is because you're not going to have an incentive to run any of these 3 guys. I mean, this guy, sure, I guess, but still, the point standing is that you're not going to have any incentive to run any of these 3 guys because you have Dokkan God Goku. You have LR God Goku. So why in the hell would I run either of these 3 guys? This guy, solid, but the thing is that there technically is 2 better God Gokus over all 3 of these EZA God Gokus. Now, this guy is not a part of the bad EZA video. I just want to use him as an example because of there being 2 better God Gokus. Now, going over to this guy's card, of course, this guy greatly stacks attack. He's pretty much all offense. Greatly stacks attack, 2 key and 120% attack and defense baseline, 80% attack and defense performing a super attack, which is good. He, of course, has additional super attack chance when your HP is above the HP threshold. He builds up an attack and defensive buff when you do more attacks, from 10% attack and defense up to 50% attack and defense. So he just has to do 5 attacks and he's fully built up. And he builds up crit chance. And then this guy over here, pretty much just, he has a better super attack effect than the AGL God Goku because he is gaining defense on his super attack effect. Now, granted, he is gaining 80% attack defense when he's performing a super attack, but I would argue, of course, he has a better super attack effect because this is just going to age better than his greatly stacking attack. We do not care if he's greatly stacking attack. Just going to put that out there. Now, this guy, 180% attack and defense. He, of course, has a 50% chance to launch 2 additionals when you're above the HP threshold, and he builds up an attack and defensive buff up to a specific amount with each attack performed, which I do like, and he's also effective against all types. This guy's pretty much worthless. I'm just going to be completely honest. He's worthless. These 2 are essentially worthless. I mean, this guy over here will work out as a secondary, not even a secondary. He'll work out as like a slot 3 defensive option, provided he's able to get to do his super attacks and build up his damage reduction. But these 2 are just pretty much worthless. I'm sorry. Their only real use is as a niche secondary damage dealer. That's it. More so this guy than this guy. But this guy is like your, yeah, pretty much like just your. These 2 are pretty much a slot 3. Well, no, he's not slot 3. Provided you don't have Dokkan God Goku, I mean, you could run him to destroy off-meta content. But then, like, this guy, it's like, what are you really getting out of this guy? AGL God Goku is definitely better than INT God Goku, but INT God Goku does have the better super attack effect. It's just like, well, I just don't understand. And it's funny because it's so easy to fix both of them. It's crazy. Every single one of these EZAs that I've talked about that I considered bad have easy fixes. It's not hard. It's really not hard at all. But I think that is really about it. I just want to make a quick video on both these 2 God Gokus. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video. And I love you all. Peace.